Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Sorry for not getting my video getting my video out yesterday. If you saw my live on Sunday night, then you know that I was a little tipsy. I didn't delete the live, but I did make it unlisted, so it's still there, but it's not open to the public. So yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to not go live when I've been drinking ever again. Anyway, so yesterday I just wasn't in the mood. Like, that's just really what it comes down to. I wasn't in the mood to deal with any of these people on live feeds. I wasn't in the mood. Well, I filmed a video, but it was awful. Like, you could tell that I just wasn't about it, so I didn't upload it. I never want to upload a video unless I'm 100% comfortable with it, unless I'm a little drunk. And so that's why. So I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me, but that's just how the cookie crumbled yesterday. Anyways, so real quick, I normally don't really talk too much about the episodes, but I really enjoyed Sunday night's episode. Am I crazy? I enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining, like drama, and it kind of ignited a newfound passion for this season for me, because I was kind of, I think I mentioned this in my last, maybe my second to last video, where I'm kind of getting over it. Like, I'm losing my oomph for the season. And after watching the leak that they had of this fight, it definitely reignited that. And then watching it in the episode definitely reignited it. So here I am, reignited like a motherfucker. Anyways, so I enjoyed the episode. I did think it was a little annoying, and I could be alone in this, but I'm probably not, how Jack was jumping around like a psychopath every 2 seconds during the episode. And he was yelling a lot. Like at one point they were all in the target room and he started jumping around going, "But you told me that they knew each other." And I was like, oh my god, relax. It's not that deep. Like, you don't need to scream. You don't need to jump around like a hyena. Like, pump those brakes, because you're going a little extra and it's incredibly annoying. And so if I was in that room, I would have told him to relax, because that was irritating. Like, I wouldn't have been able to be in that room with him jumping around, flailing his arms like a maniac, and basically being a psychopath weirdo. Like, are you on drugs? Like, I don't know. Are you on the ecstasy? Because you're kind of going a little crazy right now for no reason. Are you on acid? Because you're definitely a little overhyped for the moment. Like, no one else was as hyped as he was. And he was really, like, working himself up. And it was, I mean, back in my days when I would party a lot, I definitely saw a few people off the Richter like that. So homeboy needs to relax and never do that again, because he was giving me flashbacks, like, no lie. Anyways, so that was probably the only annoying thing about that episode. Well, aside from CHRISTIE, of course, constantly talking. Like, I don't know how her girlfriend was with her for 7 years, because I can't even handle her for 7 minutes, 7 seconds, you know, like she's just too much. And like, I would never be able to be in an argument with her. She talks over people. She is really loud when she speaks. And so, like Jackson has said, it's not about a yelling thing. It's about, we're trying to talk over you because your volume is up here while we're trying to talk down here, and you can't hear us because you never shut the fuck up. And it's just a little much. So, but you know, that was really the only 2 things that I found annoying. But I always find a CHRISTIE annoying, so that's nothing new. Jack is always annoying also, but the way that he was going about things, like, calm down. No one else was as hyped as he was. And for what? Because Jackson said that Holly and Kat know each other, and, you know, like, I just, I don't know. Whatever. I enjoyed seeing the HOH competition, the true or false. I knew it was going to be a true or false. And it was amazing seeing the Shitty Six tank that HOH competition. Like, they were awful. You could tell that the fight that just happened really messed with their minds. And it was beautiful. Maybe my favorite moment of the season, or top 3 for sure, seeing each one individually go down. I was shocked to see Jack be the final of the 6, but you know, whatever. I wasn't shocked to see Annalise go, one of the first people. You know, she's just such a dummy, like. And I was surprised though to see Kat in the final 2 in the HOH, because I mean, she had just gotten put through the ringer, and it would have definitely messed with my, like, focus, for sure. But she came through. I'm pretty sure she guessed most of the questions, but hey, sometimes that's what you gotta do. And so I was proud of her. Congratulations, Jessica. Love it. We love this whole HOH for us. It's been phenomenal. You have executed this HOH like a bomb-ass bitch. And whoever said I called her a moron is a liar. They're lying. They just want drama, because I never said that. Maybe I did. But whatever. You know, like, it doesn't even matter anymore. It's in the past, okay? It's in the past. And I'm all here for Jessica now, so I'm gonna just flip my hair and be like, let's pretend it never happened. I mean, I feel like, though, if it weren't for Sam kind of opening everyone's eyes to the 6, I worry that she would have still been kind of their side bitch. And so I thank you Sam, thank you for this. You really blew things up, and it's beautiful. Thank you, Jackson, for telling Jack about Holly and Kat. That really made things amazing. And thank you, Jessica, for giving us a phenomenal HOH, the one that Cliff couldn't come through with. Anyway, so if you guys don't know by now, Jessica also won the power of veto, which is amazing. We love that for us. She really came through this week. Like, she had a mission, and she was making everyone know that if you win veto, don't you dare think about changing those nominations, because I don't want to put someone else up. And so everyone was aware of her goal. Like, she wants Jack and Jackson up on that block, and that's that. But you know, like a strong, independent female, she made sure that she got what she needed done. She didn't rely on anyone else, and she won that power veto. So you go, girl, you do the damn thing. She kept nominations the same, so Jack and Jackson are still up on the block, and it's beautiful. One thing that I was a little surprised about was that Holly hosted the HOH competition. I really feel like it's normally Julie, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for most HOH competitions, it's Julie hosting them. But whatever, like, that's cool. I don't really care. But it did throw me off a little bit, so yeah. Anyway, so yesterday was an interesting day on live feeds. There was a lot kind of going on. Well, a lot and not really. It was a lot of the same shit repeated over and over again. There was a lot of conversations that happened. There ended up being a conversation with, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, there was like I wrote down my stuff this time. There was and I'm sure I'm still gonna forget stuff, but whatever. There was a little six meeting. There was a six-some, and it was in the Have Not room, which is phenomenal. The shittiest alliance ever, having a meeting in the shittiest room. Not the worst HOA or Have Not room you've ever seen. Like, let's just be real here. This year's Have Not room is pretty nice in comparison to past HOA or Have Not. Why do I want to keep calling it HOH room? Past Have Not rooms. Like, I think one of the worst ones for me was Big Brother 15s and 17s. 15s had the airline seats, and then 17 had the dentist seats. Like, ooh. There's been worse, but those are the two off the top of my head that I can remember that were awful. Anyway, so they had like a little meeting, and basically CHRISTIE kind of took control of the meeting. Jackson wasn't having any of it, and I mean, I can agree with Jackson. Like, I'm really petty when I'm mad at someone, and so if you try to come at me a little too early with an apology, I'm gonna shut it down. It's something I'm working on, but I felt Jackson in the moment, because he told her, he's like, because she was trying to say, and she was telling the truth here, she was like, but you told Jack not to trust me and Tommy and sis. And he's like, I'm not going to sit here and have you put words in my mouth. That's not what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to talk over you. So, and he ended up walking out. And she ended up apologizing. Like, she did apologize. He didn't, which is, like I said, I'm hella petty too. So I probably wouldn't apologize either. But at the same time, like, I don't really see where he has to apologize in this situation. She was the one that was constantly throwing his name out. He thought that he could trust Jack with the information. Every angle that he was coming at was kind of game related. So, like, I'm not sure where she wants her apology to come from. But in this case, like, I don't really see where his apology would be warranted. But it could be just be me kind of relating on the pettiness level, so it's whatever. But that ended up happening. Tommy, of course, oh my god, you guys, Tommy has his punishment. So in the power veto competition, you know, it was sort of like a luxury comp at the same time, because there was a Hawaii trip there. I think there was $5,000. I could be wrong. Who played in the competition? So okay, so it was Jessica, Jackson, Jack. They definitely played, obviously. And then it was Kat, Tommy, and I want to say Nick or Cliff. I could be wrong on that one. It was Nick. And I remember because everyone was like, okay, just as long as Tommy and Jack don't win, we're good. And everyone was throwing Nick's name out, like, he's good too, you know. So it was Nick, Tommy, Kat, Jessica, Jackson, Jack. It was all of those people. And so I believe at one point Tommy had a trip to Hawaii, but he gave it to Kat. She said that she was going to take it anyways, so it didn't really matter. And all of that shit happened. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so Tommy got his punishment, and he basically has to run around each room and scream that he's like running at the speed of sound or some shit. But his costume, he looks like a penis. Like, he looks like something you would purchase on clearance from adamandeve.com. Like, not even full price, like clearance item. Like, one of those things that a few women tried, but it was a piece of shit, so they told all their friends to never even try because it's not worth the $50. And so Adam and Eve, like, realized, and they put that shit on clearance because it's stupid, you know? And so he's in the 6 meeting looking like a dick, like, literally. And basically going, oh, you know, I just want the 6 to come back together, and, you know, I'm so sorry, I love you guys so much, I don't know where I was thinking, and I'm so sorry. And I was like, Tommy, if you could just go fuck off, that would be really nice. I can't stand the guy. He's annoying to me. He's so fake, and I get it. Big brother, you have to be fake. But Tommy's level of fake is an annoying kind. Like, he's really the worst parts of Frankie and Andy, like, combined. It's terrible. And he's just a huge disappointment. But at the same time, I was already disappointed with him when I found out before the season started that he is friends with Gina Marie. And everyone by now should know my disdain for that hoe. Can't stand Gina Marie. She has me blocked on Twitter, which is amazing. And so the fact that he's friends with her is just vile to me. Like, he's already a loser to me just for that. I'm a firm believer that you could tell what kind of person you are judging by the friends you keep. And I understand that some people make mistakes and you want to be there for your friends, but some things are not forgivable or be there for-able, you know, like. So, and her actions on Big Brother 15 are just not the kind that I would ever want in a, like, I would have to distance the fuck, you know. Anyways, So they had that 6 meeting, and it was basically kind of stupid and a little redundant. I think that Jackson, he ended up forgiving CHRISTIE, well, like forgiving, but not forgetting kind of thing. He did just walk out of the room, so he kind of left it a little unsaid, but they've been talking, and last night they were all out in the backyard chatting it up. So that's where that has been left. And then after that little meeting, Tommy and Kat had a conversation in the RV room. Woo! Kat really laid it into him, and it was hilarious seeing his face. At one point she asked him, she put his ass on the spot. She asked him, she said, so why is it that Nicole, Cliff, and I were all offered the 7th position in the 6th? And he was like, like he literally was dumbfounded, speechless, no words. It was really amazing. There's clips of it everywhere. I loved it. I was watching it live, and so when I saw it, I was like, oh, you get him, Kat, you get him. Like, she snapped. She is being savage today, and I was here for it. So Tommy's rat bitch ass, baby back bitch, penis ass looking lame self was like, oh my god, she's calling me out. What do I say? What do I say? So what he say? He's like, I don't know. It wasn't me. And that's how he left that. And I was like, oh my god, she really just like, for a guy who really has words for everything, he didn't have them for that moment. And it was so funny. So he basically came through with all of his same lines that he always says. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. And he's basically talking to her, and their conversation was regarding the fact that he was really pushing that flip to get her to go home. And of course her feelings are hurt. Like, here she is, she thought that she could trust all these people, and they were coming after her over something that she couldn't even defend herself over. So I got where she was coming from for sure. But woo, that girl can talk. Like, she's a real motor mouth. Once you get her going, she can really go. And she had a conversation with Jack, and it was the same kind of thing as it was with Tommy. That's why I'm not really going to go into it, because it was basically the same thing. Her calling him out for the flip and all of that, and him basically going, I'm so sorry, like, I love you, like, it was just a spur of the moment thing, like, we didn't want you, Jackson, and Holly all in jury together, like, nah. And it was basically that bullshit. But both conversations, she wasn't having any of it, and she was all about that life, and I was here for it, you know. Like, I love it when people get called out. I'm a call out queen. I will call someone out. I don't give a shit. And I love it when people do that. Especially Tommy. He's such a little bitch. Like, ugh. But in total, at the end of the day, basically, Tommy and CHRISTIE are fucked. So their whole game has kind of been blown up. Everyone gets it now. Everyone knows that CHRISTIE uses her crying and her manifesting and her positivity, her love and light, as strategy, and it's not even good strategy. Like, for a second I was thinking that she was playing a decent game, but in hindsight, it's really not. You know, she really is riding the back of Tommy, who has been playing a great social game, and whose game has really been brought down by CHRISTIE for the most part. He has his moments where he kind of fucked himself over, but it was mostly CHRISTIE who brought the light onto him, and not the good light either, like the spotlight. And so people are looking at Tommy and CHRISTIE now. Kat had a conversation with Cliff and I want to say Nick or Jessica. Can't remember exactly who else, and I believe that they were 2 separate conversations. And in both, she was like, I think we need to target Tommy first before CHRISTIE. And I'm all here for it. I'm like, yes, target that little penis. Like, go for it. Speaking about penises with Tommy and Nick, who has seen that clip of Nick rubbing Tommy's dick with his foot? I was watching and I was like, that was me. I was that emoji where it's like wide-eyed, mouth like a circle, you know, kind of looking like a sex doll, like it's whatever. And I was watching, I was like, oh, this is the weirdest season ever. With Jack was sitting right there. I was like, oh, like, so I'm so confused. And this has there's zero problem with this, but is Nicholas bisexual? Because he has touched a lot of dicks this summer for a straight guy. He's touched Jack's dick. He's touched now Tommy's dick. And I want to say he might have done this to Sam's dick, but I could be wrong. Either which way, two dick touching for a straight guy is a little much. I even asked my husband, I was like, Sparrow, would you ever tap another guy's dick with your hand, even if it's joking? He's like, hell no. I asked him again, would you ever fondle some other guy's dick with your foot? Like, even just for a joke? Fuck no. And I was like, that's what I thought, so he has to be bi. And there's zero problem with this, but it's like, does Bella know? Is Bella okay with this? Does Bella want to be in a relationship with someone who's bi? I have so many questions now. And he just seems really kind of perverted. I say that because last night he made a comment to Jack and Annalise. I call her Annalise for shits and giggles, but I know her name's Annalise. Some people were like, oh, it's Annalise. Like, I don't give a shit. She's still Annalise. Like, ugh. Anyway, so Nick made a comment about how he wants to watch Jack and Annalise. Oh, there's a butterfly. Oh. How he wants to watch them use that sex tool that was in the HOH shower. And he said a few more kind of perverted things. Why are there so many butterflies? There's 3! Oh, and they're all yellow. They're friends. Oh. Anyways, I love them. They're all like a little cult out there. Yellow butterflies. Anyways, so I thought that was a little pervy. I don't know. Hit me in the comment section if I got it wrong. But that was a little weird. Okay, let's not lie. Anyways, so I thought that was really weird of Nick to be fondling Tommy's dick like that. Like, I mean, go for it. Like, if you want to have sexy time with Tommy, that's cool. But I don't think Bella is aware that you're interested in dudes too. And I'm not a guy, so I don't have much. As a female, you won't ever find me going, hey, vagina of my friend. You know, like, that's not something that I know of that many girls do. So I can't imagine many guys just doing that for fun. But I'm not a guy, so I don't know. So let me know in the comment section, do guys fondle each other's dicks for fun? That are straight? Like, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't even really matter. Like, if he wants to be bi, go for it. I don't care. Suck Tommy's dick. It's whatever. Let me see. Yeah, so, oh my god, so there was one moment, I'm so glad I wrote this down, I would have forgot about it. There was one moment where Jack was on like a mini campaign to Nicole, and he decided to lay next to her in the HOH room and cuddle up on her, and she was looking like she was being held hostage. It was the funniest shit ever. There's pictures of it. I was watching live again, and she was like this. And all the while he's snuggled up next to her talking game, and she's like, why is he here? And I thought it was so funny. I just can't even deal. Like, I love Nicole so much. So on that note, we need to figure out who's voting for whom. I know voting's been open for this field trip shit for a while. I'm not gonna vote because apparently you need, like, there's no free voting. You need to get, and they're gonna have my credit card on their information and shit, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. But anyways, so I might try to find a free way to vote. I know on BMX TV, one year it was America's Vote. I think it was for OTT, and we all congregated as a group and decided who we're voting for. So I'm gonna see if there's something like that going on, and then I'll throw out my, but if anyone wants to throw out some votes for me, I would like Jackson, Christy, and Tommy up there. Those 3. Why? Here's why. Because if Jackson wins the safety, I don't really care. I really don't. Why? Because, I mean, I hate the guy. He's a disgusting piece of shit, loser, fuckface. But I don't care because he'll go after the people I also hate. So it's whatever. CHRISTIE, I don't care if she wins the safety either because she kind of keeps feeds interesting. She's really annoying. I can't stand her voice. She cries everywhere, and I'm an earth sign. I can't deal with the crying. It's so frustrating. But she does make feeds interesting. Tommy, he's a dick. Like, literally, he's a penis, walking around, he jumps all the time. Why do you do that? It's annoying. He kicks his leg up, he dances everywhere, like, stop, you're not a leprechaun, that's enough, there's no rainbow. And I can't really stand him, but I won't be pissed off if he wins either because I just don't care if he wins safety. Like, he's really not a factor for me in any regard, because I've been expecting him to make it to final 3 or final 2, so it's whatever. But all 3 of those people I'll be totally fine with if they get put up on the block. So it's a win-win for me. Like, I really don't care if they win safety. It kind of will annoy me if they think that America likes them because we all really hate them. But, you know, now if someone like Analyze were to win the safety, I'd be like, why? She offers me nothing in entertainment and gameplay and anything. Like, she's just itchy looking. If she were to win or lose and get put up on the block, it'd be like, why? She's so insignificant. She doesn't do anything with her life in there. Like, why? Like, it's such a waste. The only interesting thing would be if she were to get a punishment, but it's not even worth it like that. Holly, same situation with Analyze, you know, like, so I feel like that those 3 are the only 3 that should be voted for. So if anyone wants to shoot some votes for me, let's do this. Tommy, CHRISTIE, and Jackson. If Jack were still in the house, it would have been Jackson, Jack, and CHRISTIE or Tommy. But he's not going to be in the house because this week is flourishing and amazing and it's all happening for us. Woo! I'm so happy. I'm sweating in my neck. It's hot. Anyways. So that's basically everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm shocked that well, it's probably because I for once wrote things down, but I'm sure I forgot something like important to talk about. But if you guys should know by now. Oh my god, get away. You guys should know by now that I'm not one of those channels who's like super professional and like writes notes like detailed and everything. I kind of just go off the top of my sexy head and yeah. So yeah. Anyways, so tomorrow, I'm going to have to do this quick. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live on the TVCO app at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you are following me on there. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. I love you. Oh, and don't forget to share. My goal at the end of the summer is 3,000 subscribers. So share that shit. Share my videos. I love you. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.